So I made a similar video to this once called Why It's Hard for a Dream Chaser to Be in a Relationship. That was more of a general video. You know, I kind of explained me and my own kind of problems in that video, but not really in depth. And against my better judgment, I decided to make this video. I don't know what it's gonna do for my brand, but I don't really care, just because I know that it's something a lot of people go through, and I feel like anyone I would lose from kind of, not venting, because it's not venting, but anyone I'd lose from showing this little bit of vulnerability right now, you know, I'll gain someone else who, you know, can appreciate that, someone who relates to this video. Now, in the first video I made, I was talking about, like I say, how it's hard for a dream chaser to be in a relationship. And I really wanted to expand into that and really let you know where I'm at with it right now. Now, I've been focused real hard on music for, well, not music, business, you know what I mean? There's a bit of music thrown in there, but I've been focusing hard for like 2.5 years now. I've built multiple brands. I've built Esskimo Cold Beats, I've built Esskimo, I've built Get Rich Rapping, I've helped build Peep the Industry. So that's taken a lot of work. That's not let's have a little go and do a little bit here and there. That's being, this is my everything. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck the club, fuck a girlfriend, fuck all that. Like, my mission has been to get up. And now I find myself in a position where it's like, financially I'm good. Spiritually I'm good, to a point. And that's where this video will go. Mentally, you know, I'm strong as hell. Physically, I've been working out, sculpting myself, getting right, you know what I mean, eating good foods. But there's this area of my life that continuously goes neglected, and is something that, you know, has been fine up until now, but more recently, it's like, it's just screaming at me, you gotta do something about this. And that's like, as a man, a straight man, you need a woman in your life, right? I'm not saying I haven't had like casual encounters here and there, or, you know, talked to certain girls or got to certain points with them, but I've never, over this whole 2.5, 3 year period, I've never built with a woman. I haven't got things to a point where there was like a real connection. It's always just been passing and fleeting, and it's like the only thing that I lack in my life right now, but it's hard. And what I want to do now is kind of explain why it's hard, because I know some people are going to relate, especially if you're like me and you commit to getting yourself up in life and being someone in life and being able to do cool shit, like how I went to Miami last week, and even cooler shit, right? The dating game, I've been on dates, right? It's kind of weird, especially with this, like, when I was younger, I used to rap and I was kind of city famous, right? So when I was younger, I was running through the six, you know what I'm saying? I was going in house parties here and there, get-togethers, just going out and wherever I was getting it in, like legendary status, getting it in. And then over the years, as I've developed myself and I've come to understand, I think that's really what's fucked me up, is learning psychology and, you know, having such a high value of myself that is very easy to lose respect for someone over something they say or something they do. So like, I get to points in conversation with women now and I'm like, you ain't shit. And like, I don't mean that in a bad way to say that they're nothing, you know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, like when I'm in a position in my life where I'm like, right, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, because you're not doing nothing with your life, and I don't want nothing to do with that. I find myself in a position now at 26 where it's like, it's hard to have someone around me who isn't focused like I am. It's hard to have someone around me who isn't trying to better their life. And what I find with a lot of women, and not to say all of them, what I find with a lot of women is that they weren't instilled with the same ideas as men, just on a level of like, men, as soon as you're born and you learn through life, you've got to fight, You've got to dominate. You've got to be an alpha. You've got to get what's yours in this world. And, you know, women have been instilled, for the most part, different values where, you know, it's more like a, you know, you've got to caretake. You've got to, you know, be a lady. You've got to be these kind of things, right? And while they are, you know, women are kind of predisposed to that kind of. I'm not no ultimate expert of women, but they're kind of predisposed to that kind of thing, right? But in this, I don't need a caretaker. I don't need that. I need an equal. And not to say that they're not equal because they're not chasing the same things in life. It's just like, I don't want to talk about average shit. I don't want to talk about how was your day. I don't want to talk about what do you like to do and all that stuff. I want to talk about like what makes you thrive. What do you really want to do in your life? How can I help you be the best person possible? And I'm finding that most of the time, if I have that conversation with a woman, it's too big for them. Most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, right? But most of the time, it's too big for them. And then, oh, I don't know. And that's when I'm like, this is going nowhere, right? We're never going to make that connection. It's going to be difficult. So I don't even know why I'm making this video. I kind of just want to vent. I kind of want to, not vent, but express myself and share my thoughts and share my views and see if anybody else out there, anyone who's a go-getter getting somewhere, you know, it's easy to go out and have a casual encounter, you know what I mean? Get on Tinder, get on any of those apps and websites, been there, done that, you know what I mean? But when it comes to being someone who knows they're going somewhere, how often do you find that you're coming across women that might not be able to bridge that gap with you? And I know many women won't like some of the stuff that I've said in this video. All I'm doing is being honest and you know, my perspective, my idea, my view, and my experience, most importantly. You know, I probably just haven't come across a woman that's the opposite of what I've explained in this video. Yeah, I'm just getting it off my chest, man. There's no purpose, there's no nothing. I'm just getting it off my chest. I hope you can relate. I hope you can understand. If you can't relate, at least you can understand. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure I'm putting this video out, or if I'm just gonna watch it and it's just gonna clarify some shit for me, or something to reflect on. But hey, if you're watching this video, I put it out. Don't get mad, get motivated.